Yeah, Kenai National Park and Exit Glacier.
Fjord?
Kenai Fjords.
And do the Exit Glacier the next morning. So we got up really early, and you're going to have to come over for this part because you're going to have to explain.
Sure.
So I'm getting ready, and then I get this text from AJ
Ah.
Oh, sure.
that says,
Pull up the chair.
Yeah.
it says, I woke up with a major stiffy, and I'm just like, what the hell? I was like, please, God, don't let this, I hope this is for stuff, and he didn't mean to send it to me. But at the same time, I was thinking maybe he was just super excited about glaciers, you know? It was like, I wasn't real sure. So, I honestly was confused. But then Ruben's out on the balcony, because our place have balconies, and he's talking to AJ, and AJ's just like, says to him, yeah, man, I woke up with a super stiffy, or whatever it was that you said. And I was like, does he realize what the heck he's saying? You gotta scoot in here so this mic can get you. So, explain to us the situation.
So after the first day, we went to the zoo and all that jazz. I came home. Steph and Haley were very tired at the time, so they started to nap a little bit. Haley went to bed. Me and Chris were hanging out. I plopped down on the couch, and my neck went a little bit, and I'm like, uh-oh. So I was like, okay, we'll see how this goes. And then the next morning, I couldn't even move my neck, so I was turning like this.
Like Batman.
Yep, and Steph was getting mad at me because I was flopping and turning all night, so she wasn't even talking to me. And I woke up and told Chris that I had a stiffy, and he just busted out laughing.
Okay.
So I had to
Took a trip
send it
with-
to Juno to see what he would say. So it was more of a bit of a joke, if anything. But yeah, Steph wasn't even talking to me at that time because I was keeping her up all morning, so there was no innuendo at all.
Okay, but what's this on the trail? I swear there was a story going around that you said that when you were younger, some like high schooler told you that if you
Yeah,
have
so you know, like a younger or an older cousin or an older kid at school will tell you stuff. So
it wasn't me. I'm just letting you know that.
it's like,
right
well,
now.
if you ever have a stiff neck, you know that's called a stiffy, right? That's what you should call it. So you know, it just kind of stuck with me. But Steph called my bluff because I was totally making that up when I told Chris, and she walked out of the room that morning and goes, "No one told you that at all." So that's basically how the morning went. And then I decided to text it to you to be funny and see what you'd say.
Well, we definitely gotta laugh at it. Steph, you got anything you want to add to this?
No.
She's good at this moment. Okay.
So I was hoping that made your guys' morning. Maybe
was-
it kind of freaked you out. I don't know.
It was confusing. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know, man. I told you what I thought. But anyway, okay. Glad to get that clear. It was kind of a joke throughout the rest. Occasionally, we would say stuff about it. Did you,
It
send
came
them-
up. It
yeah.
came up often.
Yeah. We had fun with
We
it.
had to check on his stiffy throughout the day.
Exactly.
You actually saved me with some Tylenol later in the day.
Oh,
for
Tylenol
that, but that
saved
was
the stiffy.
Yeah, I had
It
a little
was-
sicky going on there too.
Steph was rubbing his stiffy on one of the trails. It was you know. So I'm guessing that this is the morning that we were about to head out to
Yep.
Kenai
Probably
Fjord.
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, you can tell. Look at us. We're looking all like we just
Just
freaking
woke up. Yep.
These are some photos and videos of the drive there. That fog that just hangs over the, I don't know, what is it, a lake or is it, anybody know? Lake, ocean, sea?
A Gulf, actually. From
Okay.
what people are, from what I've heard, it's the Gulf of Anchorage.
Okay, Gulf of Anchorage. And the mountains in the background. It was really cool. It was spooky. I'm sure you would agree with me, AJ, that at some points the feel was somewhat similar to Maine.
Yeah,
I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
So Steph and AJ agree that there was a similar feel. Which when I was there, if Ruben and I have time, we might go over some Maine photos and give some stuff about that. There was, being a fan of H.P. Lovecraft,
Yes.
it was really cool to be out there on the coast and see all that. Not being able to see very far. And that adds to the fear of not knowing what could be out there. And, you know, Cthulhu is out there waiting to devour us all. So Killian FaceTimed us while we were driving there, and for not being here.
That's fine. I don't have any regrets.
You're gonna be in the book though. Oddly enough, he doesn't have his clothes on. I don't get it.
Is he close?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
he
we don't
wasn't
know.
showing his. It's possible. I mean, yeah,
He had no sideburns
yeah.
and no shirt.
That was the most frightening part. Not the fact that he didn't have any clothes on, but he'd shaved his sideburns off, and he was asking us what we thought about it, if it was too intense. We were all just like, whatever, you know. You lie to people that you love so that they don't.
So we served him some.
That's why I didn't call AJ out about his stiffy butt stuff. She takes that the other way. You be honest with the people you love.
Yeah. Well, I love the honesty you gave me on one of the first mornings with the traveler I had.
Oh, you had a hitchhiker?
Okay. Yeah, we didn't generally see each other the first night. Well, we pulled up and they were on the balcony, we waved, but the next morning we met at Fred Meyer's and said hey, and he definitely had some travelers up in, hitchhikers in the nostril area, which he was having difficulty getting rid of. Chris and I had made a wall so that except he's so much taller than us, our wall wasn't very effective, so that he could extract his stowaways.
A visual blockade.
Yeah.
The lady was watching me right over their heads as I'm trying to get it out.
I got a lot of photos of just these mountains in their different states of fog coveredness or low-hanging clouds. What do you guys call those? What do you think they're called? Low-hanging clouds or just what?
Oh, or mist or low-hanging
Mist
clouds.
or...
Misty looking, yeah.
Okay, we'll just go with that.
Mist.
There's me and a couple of the kids. Here's all of us basically starting the trek. Getting up there. Looking at where was the first place? The runoff? No, what?
Washout.
Washout
Basin.
Went to the Washout Basin. Got some really cool photos from a distance of the glacier. A lot of cool photos of just with the fam. There's our first group photo. I was really happy that I was able to come out here with all these guys. I was stoked. Well, AJ and Steph went with us to Acadia last year, and I felt they really added to the whole trip. Just as a compliment to Steph, I honestly I didn't know you at all, so it was a new thing, and I'm always somewhat concerned when I'm going to be hanging out with someone I don't totally know, but she said some of the most hilarious things. There was
Some rather off the cuff.
And I mean,
joke.
I'll throw this in here simply because she's in the room and it doesn't feel odd because she'll hear me say it, even though it should be saved for the Acadia video. But we were driving and suddenly there was this funk, man. And I was just like, what the frick is that smell? And she's like, sorry, I just opened my legs. And me and Ruben were just like, I was like, I just mentally, I'm like, I was like, no, she didn't, what?
There was a delayed laughter. For
I was like,
It took us a moment to be like, wait,
did she
should we
just say it?
actually
It was
laugh?
like, yeah, it was an odd one,
We
but
were driving by a bay.
well,
that
it's
had some
freaking Maine.
marine smells to
There's
it.
fish everywhere.
All right, fish
oh
smells,
gosh,
we'll
I
say
can't.
that,
I
not
don't.
marine.
Yeah. So that there was
It
that.
was upon that joke that we knew.
Yeah, you're like, she's in. Let's do it.
Cool.
So we. So then when we were like, planning for Alaska, I was like, dude, this was awesome. Let's ask them to come again. And they're up to it. And he was talking to some of our other cousins, and they were like, we want to do it. So a lot of new people got added. It's usually just me and my immediate family, but it was fun to have them all here and add to the hilarity of it all. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful for all that. Okay. Dude, I was scared for Haley when she was like getting close to that river, man, or at that exit. I was like, the wash away,
dipping
man.
her
I was
hands in it.
terrified that she was going to end up falling in, but at the same time, I was filming because I wanted to make sure if she did, I had it. you have any stories you want to say about the exit? You got anything, Ruben?
I'm still just blown away by the amount of water that is flowing down these mountains that is solely from the melting of large bodies of ice. It's astounding. It gives one an interesting perspective on life and the vastness and just the miracle of it all. Yeah.
At one point, we kind of, at sometimes, would be in two kind of groups where one would stay and take more photos and the other would go ahead, and that kind of happened. And Ruben got separated from us, and we took a path that he ended up not taking. And I was concerned for him. I was waiting for him, and I didn't see him. And then I got tired of waiting, so I caught up with the rest of the group, and I was like, have any of you seen him? They're like, no. And then Nisha mentioned that potentially you were having some stomach troubles.
I was having some indigestion. And
So-
pooping when poop wasn't quite finished coming out. And,
So
I mean,
she says to me, I think maybe he was having some trouble and he might have like shot off the trail to go, take a dump. And I was like, I'm gonna go look for him. And then she hands me this big wad of toilet paper.
what looked like used toilet paper,
Yeah, she was
possibly for
like-
a nose or.
She's like, here, take this to him in case he needs it, which the whole thought of it was kind of weird because if I find Ruben, am I going to...
I'm over here.
I got some toilet paper for you.
Find
It
me with my
was-
pants down
yeah.
in the woods.
I didn't
Made
find
it
him.
this far.
I told the other group where to meet me. I said, I'm going to go look for Ruben. You guys go stay here so that I know where you're at if I don't find him. I didn't find him. It turns out he had taken a different path and he made it to where we were eventually going. And I did write a mini story of my adventures searching for him, which I'll put together for you and add it into this
Okay, we're
video.
going to end this video right here. I'm going to pull a Peter Jackson, The Hobbit movie, and make this video go way longer than it should. Come back next week, and we will see the little story that I put together when I was looking for Ruben at Exit Glacier. Please leave a comment. Let us know if you have any odd stories of older children telling you what certain things meant, even though they didn't, just to embarrass you with the adults. I'd love to hear that. Thanks to AJ for making that trip a little brighter and giving us a joke to last us the rest of the week. See you next week. Please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.